Well, hello there, friends. A return to the 70s with a piccata chicken, lemon chicken. Stay tuned, I'm going to show you how to do it. Remember, thumbs up if you like the video, subscribe to the channel, and ring that bell. Stay tuned, we're doing it right now, friends. Well, hello there, friends. Chicken Piccata is bringing me back in the 70s. I like the 70s. We had a good time in the 70s. We dressed up. It was different. Anyway, friends, lemon chicken. Let's call it what it is today, lemon chicken, okay? Very simple. I like to make it with the chicken breast, boneless and skinless. You can make it with the thighs and everything, but it's not the same cooking. It's much better scallopini of chicken. So we got a breast right here. Boy, that's a big one. Look at this thing. It's got to be like at least close to a pound. That's a 14 ounce or something, 12, 14 ounces. So look, we got the chicken right here, and we're going to cut it. We're going to butterfly, okay? So I got a slicer. If you don't have one of those, you got a boning knife, okay? One of them boning knife. One of those is good, or one of those is good, okay? Boning knife, delicious. Delicious. All right, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut. I like a long knife because it makes it easy to go up and down, a motion, right? We'll go up. You've seen me do this before in many of my recipes. When I do chicken Milanese, I make the same scallopini like this. Okay, look, chicken française, and they're all basically the same kind of recipe. We got two beautiful scallopini right here, right? I'm going to show you in a minute how to clean all this. I'm going to show you how to clean this cutting board in a second, my friends. In the meantime, I'm going to wash my hand really quick. Little soap. And then in a minute, we're going to clean the cutting board. I just want to put the chicken in the flour, and I want it to get it cooking. And then I'm going to clean this board. I want to show you, okay? So what we're going to do, we're going to put the chicken. Let me get a pair of tongs. We're going to take the chicken, so I don't have to wash my hand again, and we're going to put it in the flour. And it's thin, you see, very thin, right? Scallopinis. It's very thin, right? And then what we're going to do, friends, we're going to put a little flour. We'll put a little salt and pepper in the flour. And then we're going to do the same thing on the other side. Really simple. And then we're going to get rid of the extra flour. So now I got a fry pan going, and I'm going to put clarified butter. Why am I putting clarified butter? I'm putting clarified butter because if I put regular butter, it's going to burn. Regular butter is good, and we're going to use it. We're using two butter. I like a recipe where I use two butter. A clarified butter and a regular butter. How do you like that? And for those of you that are on the diet, butter is not so good, but you can make it with olive oil or a cooking oil. It's not the same smoke point, but it's still nice, okay? Put a good olive oil, put a good cooking oil, put whatever you got to do. All right? I want it to be super, super hot, okay? So I want it to be at least 325, 350 degrees, so I get a really beautiful color on my chicken. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to get rid of the excess flour. I don't need it. We're going to use some of that flour. Some of the flour we're going to use for thickening. We're going to make a little white wine sauce. Very simple, my friends. This is a recipe that, let me put it right here on the plate. This is a recipe that anybody can do. This is like a super, super simple recipe. Yeah, you know, I was talking about the 70s. Yeah, it reminds me, look at the mess I'm making. We got flour everywhere. In the 70s, I bought my first restaurant in 1976. July 26, 1976. Yeah, that tells you how old I am. Don't calculate it. Don't worry about it. We wanted to be, yeah. I didn't even speak English. I still don't. So look, we're going to go in there, friends, and we're going to put our chicken, and we're going to leave it alone. We're going to make sure our heat is nice. We're going to let it cook. We're going to put a little more salt and pepper on there, and we're going to leave it alone, okay? Salt, pepper. We're going to leave it alone. Clarified butter, I don't have to worry. It's got a high smoke point of 400, 450 degrees, so we got no issues. What do we got to do? We got butter. I got a little bit of chicken stock. I got some white wine, a nice Chardonnay I like to use. I got capers. Oh, I got to clean this. I forgot. I got to clean this. You know, I got to teach you this, guys. This is one of the best secret I can teach you in the kitchen, folks. Get yourself a bucket. Doesn't matter, what, a gallon or 2 gallon, whatever that is, right? And get yourself a little soapy water. I got a little soap, and I put like a cup full of bleach. Not a cup now, okay? A cup, like a half of an ounce of bleach, a little bit. You can hardly smell it. No more. My pool water smells more bleach than this, right? Some people put white vinegar. Great. And then you got yourself a sanitized rag. Every time you cook, look, you wipe everything. Be careful with this. You wipe your knife, you wipe your hands, you wipe your tools, and you sanitize it. Believe me, you start working with a wet rag like I do right now, you'll never go back to do a dry rag. This is so much easier. You got to clean surface all the time and sanitize. Okay? I think it's important, my friends. We're going to get this to get golden brown. We're going to decorate the plate with lemon. Very simple sauce. I mean, look at this. I got lemon juice. I got parsley. I like to use a curly parsley. It's old-fashioned, but I'm old-fashioned. So I like to, and you know, I tell you, you take an Italian parsley, and some of them, they don't taste very much like anything. The curly parsley is always very flavorful. Take your chicken. Get it. This one is a little more golden brown. Why is that? I don't know. See, I wanted a little golden brown like that. It's just simple. I mean, a child could do this. Okay? This is really, we're going to saute it on both sides, get some color. And then we're going to deglaze the pan. We'll do it together. And so I want to put some a lemon in there, in the sauce also. So what I do is I take a lemon and I get one of those channel knife. That's what it's called, channel knife, right? And what it does, it removes, you see, look. Boom. See, look. I hope then the camera can catch me do this because it's kind of easy. It's a channel knife. You get those... But you know, this is like I say, this is really bring us back to the 70s, where we used to do this all the time. Now you go to a restaurant, you don't see this. Let me do it here. That's probably not really nicely cut. And now we're going to save these, friends. We're going to use this for the sauce, you see? I wash it. Let me see how we're doing here, friends. Okay, let's make the sauce. Let's deglaze this. Very simple. We're going to put a little white wine. Make sure you cook with the wine you drink. If you're not willing to drink, don't cook with it, okay, my friends? It don't get any better after you cook it for a few minutes, okay? That shows you my pan is hot. Talking about a wine reduction. Look at this. All right? You have to cook with the wine you like to drink, my friends. Like I said, it doesn't get any better. I put some lemon in there. Lemon zest. And I cut some lemon pieces. I'm going to show you how I did this in a minute. We're going to put a few pieces in there like this. And then we'll put some more to decorate us. You see? We'll put them in there like this. Just very simple. Now we're going to put a little bit of chicken stock. So we're making a sauce in a pan. I mean, look at this. A child could do this. Very simple, my friends. We're going to let this cook. Finish cooking the chicken. And then what we'll do with the... we're going to put some parsley. Look how simple that is. Chopped parsley. And again, I use the curly parsley. You want to use Italian parsley? Go right ahead. All right? And then we're going to put a little bit of lemon juice. However many lemon juice you want to put. All right? We're cooking this. Now, let's get that lemon. We're going to cut it. See, look. How cool is that? A child could do this. Well, this is a little lemon with a big rind around, boy. But if you're going to do this, I meant to tell you that and I forgot. If you're going to do this and you want to decorate a plate, you want a lemon with a big rind, not a soft one that has a very thin rind. If it's very difficult to make a channel, if you have a thin lemon skin, that is, you see? All right, so what we do, we take the lemon, we cut it in half. You're going to say, well, cut it in half before, it'll make it easier. No, it's easier to do it this way, trust me. Right? So now, we're going to take those guys, we're going to leave them here. Yes, in the meantime, the chicken is cooking. We got all that stuff going on. Now, friends, this is the star ingredient, capers. capers, those, you know, they come little, those, the smallest one are called nonpareil. And then they grow in sizes. And more they grow, bigger they are, they're more acidic. The smallest one, the nonpareil, are the least acidic of all the capers. You know that capers, if you allow them to grow, it becomes a beautiful flower. Yeah, beautiful flower. Yeah, I always say that to my class, you know, and they like it, they laugh, they go, think about it, right? It's a flower. Before it becomes a flower, they pick them and they put them in a brine so we can eat them 2 years later. Who came up with this idea? Well, what do you think they were smoking or drinking when they come up with that idea? Oh, look at this flower. Before it becomes a flower, we're going to cut it, we're going to put it in the brine. What do they bring? They bring some acidic, which is perfect with lemon. So now, I got a question for you, friends. We got a little bit of acid, right? We got a little bit of acid. How do we balance the acid in a sauce? What do? Acid. If you're making a lemonade, what do you put? Sugar. When you're cooking, you're not going to put sugar. What are you going to put? Butter. Butter offset acidity. Fat offset acidity. When you make a vinaigrette, vinegar, what do you put with it? Oil. Same deal. Vinegar is our lemon. What do we put with it? Butter. All right, friends. Very simple. Like I told you, a child could do this dish. Did I tell you that yet? If I didn't tell you, I'm going to tell you now, my friends. Look at this. Look how beautiful that is. Look at this. Look at this. Is that gorgeous or what? You see? Beautiful, right? Now, you know what's going to make it even better? What's going to make it much better? Turn the heat off. Turn the heat off. Very important, my friends. You got to turn the heat off. And if you have a minute, give it a minute to relax. Because what we're going to do now, because you see, this is too liquid, we're going to butter it. And in order for the butter not to separate, what do? We make sure this is not over 200 degrees, because otherwise, it's good. I'm 173 degrees right now, which is perfect. Because that means my butter, which is an emulsion, is not going to separate. How cool is that? You see how simple it is? You put butter in there. Now you're going to say, oh, I don't have to put butter. No. You don't have to drink wine either. It's like a optional. Not in my house. Here we go, friends. We're going to go right there. Let me get one of them whisk. We're going to mix this in. And right here, my friends, look at this. Now, right here, you know what you got? You got yourself an amazing sauce with a little black pepper, a little more salt, a little, we're going to put it in, you watch. Did I put enough butter in there? I don't think so. I think you can never have too much butter. I mean, butter is good for you. People said, oh, butter is no good for you. I don't know where they're reading. Look, look. I'm going to bring it to the camera so you guys can see it. Time Life. Eat butter. Now, I know it was a little while ago, but it don't matter. It's still good. Eat butter. So I'm telling you, my friends, don't let anybody. It made the cover of Time Life. If it made the cover of Time Life, it must mean it's pretty good, right? My friends, look. Let's put the sauce on it. I want you to see it. I want you to see that sauce. This is not, look at it. Look at this. Look at this, my friend. Is that a beauty or is that a beauty? You see? You see what I'm talking about? Look at this. You can put as much or as little as you want. I am going to put a lot, right? So now, how much pepper you put in, how much lemon you put in, how much thing you put in, it's really up to you. And you know what I like to do? I like to make sure I remove all the stuff out of the way so I'm not in the way of the camera. Let me put this in here like this. Let me make sure I got it right there, friends. You see? Look at this. Look how simple that was. You have to admit that this was very simple, my friends, right? Right? And then you take a little more fresh parsley to give it some freshness, right? Right? Just like this. Then you take you do one of those. and you do one of those, and you got yourself a beautiful platter that looks amazing. And really, you put this on the table, you serve it with potatoes, you serve it with pasta. I love to serve it with angel hair pasta. And this is all there is to it. Let me get a piece. Let me get a piece. Because that's the best part of me doing this channel, is that I get to eat, no matter what time of the day it is that I'm doing this, I get to eat the most amazing food. And right there, my friends, I'm going to dip it for a little more sauce in here. I love the sauce. I love the capers. Oh! You know what's so special? Not only is it good because it's delicious, but you can taste the acidity of the capers and the lemon, but the butter is right there to make sure it's not too acid. Perfect balance. My friends, I hope you enjoyed the recipe. Remember, thumbs up if you like the video, subscribe to the channel, and ring that bell. Thanks for watching. We'll see you again in the next couple of days with another fantastic video. Thanks for watching.